how should we, as business people, whether we're in a for-profit, non-profit, government, whatever organization, how should we be thinking about the Internet of Things to be able to make it relevant to what we do? How should we think about that?
Well, I think Peggy laid this out before, which is think about your most pressing business problems and what you don't have, what information you don't have to solve that problem. That would be one way to start. And then the other way to sort of drive innovation, one of the things that IoT is going to help drive home and focus on is what's the craziest partnership that you could form that would shift your marketplace, shift the paradigm for you? Because IoT actually gives you the ability to form partnerships that you never thought of before.
Terrific.
Yeah, I have a very straightforward answer. So if you're running a business, you have existing offerings, try to enhance your offerings by providing connected products so that you can make more margin on that because that's adding value to your end customers. Because end of the day, businesses have to bring out new products in the market and be more competitive. So.
Again, from my perspective, like we don't talk to farmers about IoT, or they don't even know what that means. We're really just trying to solve problems, and as Brenna said, it's try to find those problems, and with some of the new technology that's available with the smartphones, very inexpensive sensors, much lower power consumption, there are problems that are solvable today that weren't solvable even 3, 4, 5 years ago. So I don't know that I would necessarily tell everybody, hey, go spin up an IoT division in your business and go to town that way. Just look at your everyday problems, try to find areas where you don't have data. What could you do to get the data, to put sensors on things, and that will lead you to, in essence, building something that's IoT related.
Fantastic.
I'm going to say this, and everybody gets upset when I say this, but it won't be the last time somebody gets upset with me. But I'm going to tell you right now in this room, if you are not thinking about being a disruptor, you're going to be disrupted. It is just absolutely what's going to happen. So you have to think about how do you become the disruptor in the marketplace, because somebody else who's your competitor already is. And so if you're not thinking about how to use the Internet of Things to do that right now, that's the only way. So you have to be thinking, is it the data that you have? Is it the partnership that you have? Is it something different? And that's what you have to be thinking about right now. And every day you have to be thinking differently. And the IoT is the way to do that. And you have to understand the marketplace and the shifts in it because they're changing so rapidly, aggressively. And we talk to companies, and we have the luxury for what we do to get this 10,000-foot overview and get to talk to everybody. I get to talk to all the competitors and what they all hear. And it's constantly shifting and constantly moving. So this constant transformation that's occurring is constantly moving. It never stops. I mean, Martin Cooper invented the cell phone. Then you had Steve Jobs comes out with the smartphone in 2007, and it's just never changed. And we think we get it. We're at 4G LTE, and now we have 5G, and the speeds are just keep changing. So when you think you go, okay, now I'm going to go 4G, LTE, oh, now we've got 5G. Well, what does that mean? The speeds are 100 times faster. Well, what does that mean? Nobody in this room can tell us. And that's just what it means.
And my son that works at Google tells me about their quantum computing arena where they're looking at 100 times the current speed. So it's like,
right.
It's mind-boggling.